Howdy everybody, Johnny Piazza here, host of Dream Makers, and welcome to the show. Now this is going to be an action-packed episode, so as far as opening it up, I've got to make it fast. You ready? Here it goes. First off, we're going to be heading out to North Dakota with George Berger and Bald Hill Creek Adventures, who's going to be taking out a variety of recipients and their family on a phenomenal pheasant hunt. After that, we're going back out to North Dakota with a recipient by the name of Dawson, who's going to be going with his dad to chase a bull moose of his dreams. It's going to be a lot of action, a lot of adventure, and if you want to see it, you're going to have to stay tuned right here on Dream Makers.
You just shot a monster bull, bro. Good job, man. Congratulations.
Now I got to tell you about the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, okay? OAF is all about providing hunting dreams and other outdoor adventures to youths under the age of 25 with life-threatening illnesses and disabled combat veterans. Wonderful human beings that overcome a lot to come out on these hunts, and they dang sure have a good time doing it. Now, on this first part of the show, we're going to be doing some shooting with our good friend George Berger and Bald Hill Creek Adventures out in North Dakota. Okay, George and his family have really rolled out the red carpet for our recipients. We've got Brian Solom, our founder there, and a bunch of volunteers from OAF. Even some dogs volunteered. And we're all going to be having a dang good time. With these pheasant hunts, it is a great opportunity for us to just bring a whole bunch of recipients together. And as far as who we got coming on this trip, I'm going to do it in bulk. So here we go. We've got Jimmy, Anthony, Kevin, Anton, Jacob, Callan, Eiley, and last but not least, Jade. Now, the one thing these kids all have in common is unfortunately they all have life-threatening illnesses. But as far as that goes on today's hunt, that ain't a worry at all. They're gonna go out, they're gonna have a good time, and all their outdoor dreams are gonna come true. Now, if you've never shot a flying pheasant before, they're a little bit harder to hit than what you'd think. All right, and a lot of these kids, they're not shooting shotguns every weekend, so the first stop is to take them out to the trap and skeet range, where they're gonna have a little friendly competition and get in a little bit of practice.
What is this? A pistol grip on it? It's fancy. You like it or do you? Oh, I like it. I like it. Yippee. Oh. Oh!
What's the follow-up?
Good follow-up. All dialed in. That gun hasn't missed yet today.
It hasn't? Okay, good.
Still hasn't missed. Got it. You raise that.
You got it, Jade.
I don't like everyone watching.
You got this. We'll turn around.
Oh yeah, I've never done this.
Good shot. What are you worried about?
All right, so these kids are shooting straight. They get a little bit of a safety briefing from George and Brian, which is very important. And after that, they're ready to rock. All right, so Polaris is actually a sponsor of this show, and they bring out all these units for these kids to get around. It's nice to have that to get them to different parts of this property and make sure that they're getting every opportunity that everybody else is.
Rooster! Good shot!
even.
There's a kitty on the rock.
I don't know if I hit that, but I'm hoping I did. Kind of got me a little excited.
You know, something like pheasant hunting or dove hunting is a really good way to build someone's love for hunting, all right? First of all, you know, you don't have to sit in a deer blind for 3 hours. You know, you can do it with friends. There's a lot of camaraderie. You can kind of talk while you're walking around looking for the pheasants. And it's just a good way to get them instilled in the outdoors in a way that's very simple, easy, and fun. And that's exactly why every single year we throw these big old things, because you can look at these guys and tell is that they're having a lot of fun.
These dreams were made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, the Dakota Underground Company, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields.
Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Dream Makers. Now right now we're on a pheasant hunt out in North Dakota at the ranch of a gentleman by the name of George Berger. And he is hosting a ton of our recipients on a pheasant hunt. All right, everybody's been having a lot of fun. Okay, they've been shooting. They dang sure have been doing a lot of shooting, and they got a lot more shooting to do.
Right there. Right. There's the. Hey. Good job. Great shot.
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, my name's Adam Berger. Had a great hunt. I believe we ended up with around 75 birds or a few throwers, but it was a good day. It's good to get the kids out and, you know, get them going through the motions of hunting and kind of seeing what it's all about.
You know, I said it earlier in the show, and I'm gonna say it again, is these group hunts like this are a fantastic way to get our recipients together. And why that's important is they have shared experiences. You know, they've been through a lot, things from cancer, different types of diseases, things that nobody, but especially kids of this age, should have to go through. And the fact that they get to come together and enjoy themselves in the outdoors, and they're hanging out with people that have been through what they've been through, it's just a really cool thing that the Outdoor Adventure Foundation places a lot of value in doing every year. And you can watch exactly what's happened on this hunt and know that it's been a success. And it could not have been made possible without our good friend and volunteer, George Berger, his son Adam, their entire family, and just a whole bunch more folks, all right? Now, if you're watching the show right now and you want to get involved, we're gonna put a QR code right now on the screen where you can scan that sucker, go right to it, and it's a really easy way to donate. Now, that being said, this episode is far from over, all right? We've hunted some little old pheasants, and now we're going after a big old bull moose when we get back from the break. But if you don't stick around, you're gonna miss it. Dream Makers will be right back.
These dreams were made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, the Dakota Underground Company, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields.
All right, so our next recipient on deck, his name is Dawson, all right? And Dawson is a special young man. Now, he lost his leg to his illness, unfortunately, but he has taken that tragedy and he has turned it into something good. All right, he's become very devout in his faith. He actually even wants to become a minister in the future, which I think is so cool. I was actually at the Outdoor Adventure Foundation banquet, and Dawson was actually the one that got up on stage and delivered the prayer. He had a whole bunch of confidence, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever to see our recipients prospering. But Dawson is in fact a recipient of the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, so he deserves a big outdoor dream. How big, you're asking? I'm talking about bull moose big.
I'm Dawson Van School, and I'm out here in North Dakota on a bull moose hunt.
We have been up here now for the last month with chemo. Of course, hearing the word cancer is awful. His type of cancer and his type of regimen is pretty severe. Watching him get his port put in was hard because it kind of made a visual of this is the real deal. Just seeing chemo be administered in him. Dawson's a great kid. Just always been very sweet, very compassionate. He's very faith-filled. And he knows that, you know, whatever happens, happens, and God's got this, and it's God's plan. And so he's just having a good, positive attitude and just putting his trust and faith in God, and just that he's got this.
All right, so this moose hunt is gonna be taking place in September. Now, as far as where it is, out in the open crop ground of good old North Dakota, where they actually have a lot of moose. Now, Dawson is a previous recipient. Dawson and his dad have actually been on a whitetail hunt in the past. He shot a really nice whitetail, really mature, and his dad is gonna be joining him on this hunt as well. All right, his name is Travis. They're hunting partners. It's super cool to see. And he's gonna be helping his son chase some moose.
Good to meet you, Jeff.
Good to meet you, Jeff.
Jeff, nice to meet you.
I meet you too. Yeah, sir.
Well, it doesn't get any better than this. We got 3 electricians hunting a moose with a wonderful photographer.
There you go.
You don't see that? That big, huge dark spot even looks like it's even moving a little bit. There's binoculars right in the front there.
But with your license and what you're able to do, you could go right alongside this and go right up to that dugout up there, and you could look inside there.
So Dawson's gonna be hunting out of what I like to call the mobile blind. It's the truck. So they're gonna get to cover a lot of ground.
So I have a permit to shoot from the vehicle, and we're currently driving out to a spot to look for the moose.
So the guys end up finding a cow and a calf. Now, there's no bull in sight, but this is a pretty thickly bordered area, so one could be hiding in the woods. So they're gonna sit tight and see if one pops out. This time of year, it's a high probability the bulls are looking for cows, so there's a good chance there could be one in the area.
Well, there's a moose standing up. I'm gonna see it. Put a scope on that grass.
So towards the end of the evening, these guys stumble into a herd of bull moose, and it's just about one of the prettiest things you've ever seen. Now they do have light left, but unfortunately they don't have permission to hunt on this land. Brian shows up to see if he can get some permission in time to allow Dawson to get a shot. So they didn't have permission to hunt on the property, and they didn't get it in time before the sun went down, but they sure enjoyed themselves some beautiful scenery, and they know exactly where to come in the morning. Stay tuned. Dreammakers will be right back.
These dreams were made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, the Dakota Underground Company, the Alex Stern Family Foundation, Anderson Trucking Service, and Shields.
Welcome back to Dreammakers, everybody. I'm your host, Johnny Piazza, and currently we are on a hunt in North Dakota for a bull moose with a recipient by the name of Dawson. And Dawson's seen a lot of moose, right? He's seen cows, calves, a bunch of bulls, and he's been having a good time with his dad. So it's pretty hard to get a tag for a moose in this area. What that has done is it's really made the moose quite acclimated to trucks and human behavior, farmers, all that. But it's day 2, and they're jumping right back into the action right out of the gate.
Are you sure that's not a decent rack?
Doesn't look like it compared to its head.
Yeah, it's not huge, is it? Do your call, Dawson. Got that on video.
Actually, his rack doesn't look bad from this angle.
That's what I was thinking. You know, get him to look at us better. I think it's pretty decent, actually. I mean, I'm not trying to rush anything, but it looks pretty big to me. I think he laid down in that ravine. I can see something pretty decent size laying down in there. That's what I kind of figured that he was going for, is to find some protection.
I know what you're looking at.
Oh, there it is right there. It just popped up by that deer stand. Dawson, you looking at him?
Yep.
He's got a nice rack on.
Oh wait,
He's right here.
does he?
I can see the rack with my bare eyes.
He's big, but he might be a long ways, a long shot.
Right. Let's get in position to shoot. He's walking right towards us. And he might cross the road. Look at that, he's walking right at us. As long as he doesn't turn around.
He's already moved in.
Shooter, but it's not my call.
I think he's a shooter. Dawson likes him.
I also don't know what to compare him to though.
I would shoot him, Dawson, if he gets on the road. He looks bigger and bigger as he gets closer.
I agree.
Yeah, he's a big boy. There you go, you got him. He's gonna go down.
Shoot.
He'll go down, he'll go down. I just got the video
That's a moose.
of him dropping.
That's a moose. That is the third moose I've seen in my life. Goodness. It's a moose.
It's a moose.
Moose down.
You know, moose are tough, and good for you, Dawson. First of all, he made a good first shot. The bull ran a little ways, and then he made a Mac Daddy follow-up shot and just dropped this bull in its tracks, which is not an easy thing to do. So good job to you, Dawson. Now you'll notice that he shot this moose in an unharvested canola field, which you've got to have permission to hunt in an unharvested field in this area, which they did. So everything's good, everything's legal, and Dawson's going home with a big old bull moose.
Does this all feel real right now? Or?
No, even after I shot it, I was like, this could literally be a dream. This was my first time ever seeing a bull moose in person this trip. So just that right there is a whole nother feeling, and being up close to it now it's crazy. Just super thankful. Without the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, this wouldn't have been possible, and it's definitely my dream hunt.
Now, when I said this was a community coming together to make this happen for Dawson, it really is. You know, Lindsay Peterson with Borderline Taxidermy, she is our bad to the bone moose taxidermist that always helps us out with our moose hunters. She's gonna do Dawson's mount for him. And then the Locker Meat Processing Plant actually gave him his moose processing for free. All right, and of course we've got the landowner, Joseph, the scout, Jeff, and just everybody that really put in their time and effort on this hunt. Whether it's the pheasant hunt or this moose hunt, The most important thing about this is that we took out kids and they had a good time, period, end of story. Now, if you're out there and you're watching this TV show and you want to get involved, get out your phones right now because we're going to put up a QR code on the screen where all you got to do is scan this sucker. It's going to take you to our website and tell you all the easy ways you can donate. You can donate your time, you can donate a hunt, you can donate funds, you can even donate a smaller amount of funds because everything helps. All right, you can watch the hunt, see the smiles, see the laughter, and you know it's going towards a good cause. Now, as far as this show is concerned, I want to thank you all for watching. I've sure enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. But we're always doing cool episodes like this. And if you want to see them, you got to tune in. We'll see you next time, right here on Dream Makers.
Dream Makers is produced by the High Road Group.